Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Startup Central with me, Sumita Karir. If it's anything to do with startups, technology, and the emerging economy, well, then this is the show that you should be watching weekdays at 6 p.m. to keep a track of all the developments in the space, because we're telling the story of building in India like no one else. So before we move on to taking a look at what's coming up on the show, here's a request. You share your feedback with us on what you'd like to watch on the show and your feedback overall about the show to us at suc@etnow.tv. It'll be amazing and great to hear from all our viewers. On that note, let's begin with the show. And e-commerce major Amazon India has announced elimination of referral fees on over 12 million products that are priced below 300 rupees from April the 7th. In fact, the largest seller fee reduction till date, and it'll apply across more than 135 product categories. That includes apparel, shoes, jewelry, grocery, home decor, beauty, toys, and kitchen products. Remember, this move follows Amazon India's fee cuts in August 2024 as well, when seller fees were reduced by 3% to 12% across 59 product subcategories, and that was ahead of the festive season. So how is this fee cut going to impact overall the seller ecosystem, the kind of boost that will give to demand and consumption? I'm now joined by Amit Nanda, who's the Director Selling Partner Services at Amazon. Thank you very much, Amit, for joining us here on ET Now. So, Amit, this is a big one that's coming in from Amazon on reducing your seller fee to support businesses. What part of your seller ecosystem does this fee apply to, and what's the idea behind implementing this move, and what are the kind of results that you're expecting from this?
It's a pleasure to be speaking on your platform. I think to start with, this is the largest drop in seller fees we have done in Amazon in India. Our seller fees has basically two large parts. There's a referral fees and there's a fees which is the fulfillment charges. We are dropping the referral fees for 135 product categories, close to 1.2 crore products, which are priced below 300, from the current 2 to 14% to 0%. These changes get into effect in April. In addition to that, for the fulfillment fees, which we basically charge sellers for picking products from their warehouse and servicing to the customers, our fulfillment fees used to be around 77 rupees for the 0 to 500 gram products, which are a mostly large part of our product range. And that's moving from 77 rupees to 65. These changes are applicable for all products. The fulfillment fee, the changes in referral are applicable to around 1.2 crore products, around 135 product lines. And these range from home, kitchen, grocery, baby products, apparel, precious jewelry. So you name the product types and you are likely to see that your cost of selling on Amazon for those have significantly come down for our selling partners. Yeah, why did we change them? I think it's been part of our journey to help sellers grow, and Amazon grows when sellers grow. That's been our philosophy. We are basically guided by our vision that we have to change the way India buys and sells by helping every motivated seller to succeed. We've been helping sellers in success by various ways in reducing their cost of doing business through technology. This is one more step in that direction, where we have now gone ahead and also dropped the fees for our selling partners. So that's a broad thinking on this. Yeah.
Right, Amit, but is this fee reduction part of a larger effort to win market share from other platforms, given the kind of competition and how it's hotting up is for everybody to see?
I think we are focused on our selling partners. It's not a one sudden thing that we are doing. We've always been trying to reduce the cost of doing business. And the way we look at it is we are inspired by our flywheel, where as you think about it, lower seller fees means many more products, many more sellers coming on the marketplace, more sellers, more products, more competition, lower costs, growth. So that's the flywheel that we are looking at. And we believe this is a way to sort of supercharge the flywheel and make it move really faster. So that's the basic thinking behind this change in seller fees.
Right, Amit, but since you're reducing seller fee, would this naturally translate into better pricing for consumers as well? I think that's what all people who are watching the show would be most interested in, it, whether it will lead to slashing of prices for consumers like me and several others.
See, the way we look at it is we are passing this huge reduction in seller fees to our selling partners. They can choose however they want to invest in. Some of them might decide to invest in growing infrastructure for their own businesses. Some of them might reinvest in promoting their products. Some of them might reinvest in pricing as well. But pricing of products is a seller prerogative. But we do expect them to invest this back in growth per se. So we will see they might list more products, launch new products. So it will show in all of those many ways. So customers finally will get surely more choice and many more products as a result of this. Maybe some of them are cheaper, but yeah, that's for sellers to decide.
All right, so you are putting the ball in the court of sellers, and it is for them to decide, is what you're saying, on whether they want to slash prices for consumers or not. But how significantly is this move going to impact your average revenue per order or your competitiveness as a brand? And how will this cost, if there is a cost, I mean, there is a cost definitely, but how will this cost to the company be offset?
So I think we look at choices which work we are long-term focused, and we look at choices which work out in the long run. As we believe in most of our decisions, this same philosophy goes here. As we will reduce seller fees, like I said before, it will lead to more products, more sellers, more density. And like you said, maybe more customers as well coming in, because there are sellers who are offering many more products at maybe sharp prices or promoting them. And we believe that scale will allow us to offset these investments. So that's how we're looking at it. It's not a short-term change. We're making this change as a change for the long term. So this is not a promotional fee change. This is a real fee change for the long term.
All right, Amit, one final question before we let you go. Now, you're saying that this is a change for the long-term view, and a long-term view is what Amazon India is taking so far as bringing in this recent change is concerned. But what can users expect on the service side and the seller side of the business in the next coming few months besides this? Because, of course, like I stated earlier, this sector is heating up. There is a competition over delivery timelines. So you also have the quick commerce players also jumping in with reduced delivery timelines. What can consumers then expect from Amazon India so far as the delivery and seller side of the business is concerned in the coming few months?
So I think there are three things that I believe which work for customers. Customers want large variety of products served to them quickly at fast speeds and at sharp prices. These things don't change. Different players might choose some of these vectors to grow their business, but these three things, which are at the cornerstone of how customers look at it, I think many players are going to innovate. Our seller fees will surely help in a large variety, maybe some sharper prices. And as more products come on board, some of them might also be available faster. So I look at this as a continuum. Anything which reduces cost of doing business will finally help in growing or improving on at least one of these vectors.
All right. Thank you very much, Amit, for joining us here on ET Now. So, of course, Amazon is keeping its laser-sharp focus on sellers and, of course, improving ease of doing business for them and getting many more SMBs on its platform. But